Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Anne, and on my channel I review foreign international content. Today I'm back to review our blues, and we are in episode 3 and 4. I'm doing that every week. Oh, this show is so fantastic. Oh, and by the way, happy Easter everybody. I hope everybody had a good day. But wow, I love this show. Oh my God, the script is so well written, right? It's so grown up. Like, this is grown up business. This is like people who have really complex issues and dealing with it. It's like nobody's at fault in my book. Like, nobody's at fault. It's just life happening to them. And I'm loving it. Like, the way it's written. If this was a book, it's one of those that you finish in one day. You just want to read it and just, oh, it's beautifully written. And the acting, obviously, we have an all-star cast here. So they're really good at delivering those lines. And the music is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I want the whole playlist. I know in YouTube they put out the OST, the OST. I can't wait. Every song that I have heard, I'm like, wow, so wonderful and beautiful. Oh my God, I'm really enjoying this. So just real quick. So is Yog Oak married? And then my question is, why would he get involved with Jog Jun? I'm like, what is going on? I feel like she's got secrets. Remember, she's texting someone, I love you, and then the guy's like calling her names, the B word. I'm like, what is going on? So dysfunctional there, right? Like, what's up with that? But before we get to her, let's go to episode 3. Oh my word. I loved it so much. Episode 3 was everything. So at first I was like, Han Soo is gonna ask for money. But when Yu Hugh shared about her life struggles, always taking care of everybody. Everybody wants money from her. She even talked about dating Yoshik. And then when she went to visit his family and saw how poor they were, she was like, look, I love you, but I cannot take that burden on top of the burden of taking care of my family, my sisters, and everything. For that reason, we should just break up. I was like, oh my God, how heartbreaking. And it makes sense now that Yoshik was so jealous when he heard that she went with Han Soo to the other city, and they were like, why would you go out there with a married man? Only to find out that he had lied to her, saying that he had separated, he was divorced, and that's why she felt comfortable, obviously, going out there with just him. And by the way, I knew, based on her character, I knew once she heard the truth that she would call him on it. Like, look, why did you lie to me? You brought me all the way out here because you want to ask me for money, because your daughter and your wife are struggling. You are still married. I love that scene. The exchange of words was so real, right? She's hitting him with the pillow. Like, why would you take advantage of me? Because clearly she always had a soft spot for him based on their history. It's almost like she still had a crush on him. And I loved how they had that exchange of, I'm sorry that, I had to do this. I hope I don't lose our friendship. And later, Hugh is like, you know what? How is he any different than all my other friends? They ask me for money anyway. So why can't I not give him the money and just consider it a business loss, right? And when she sent it to him, he sends it back because at this point he's like, enough with the madness. My daughter, my wife, they're coming back. I don't need to keep borrowing money because now I can get my severance, use that to pay all my other debts, and me and my daughter and my wife can just, take it easy. I love that once they come back, oh, that was so sweet. And then they decided, let's go on a trip. Like, let's connect. It's been such a long time since you were gone. Let's be family right now. And I hope that after that, he comes back to Jeju Island and maybe just, reconnects with his friends and even stay there. I feel like it's such a beautiful island that there's such a great connection that it would be so good for them. But episode 3 was so good. I loved it. Just beautiful. And then episode 4, it starts off with the character of Sin Ah, who's being played by Shin Mi Ah. Oh my God, talk about depression, right? She's staying in bed. She hasn't done laundry. She's not cleaning. And her husband is like, look, at this point, take medication, go to the hospital, get counseling. This depression has taken over, you know. And then she decides that day she's gonna clean, take a shower. And before you know it, her husband and the son come back. And he's like, you didn't pick up our son? I was called to come get him. And then she's like, what do you mean? Like, it's already evening? Like, her whole day, like, she lost a day without even knowing. Like, oh, Houston, we've got a problem. That's a big problem. I cannot wait to see when they peel that onion. I'm really wanting to find out what happened to her. And then obviously we have the character of Mr. Sunshine. I call him Mr. Sunshine because from the show Mr. Sunshine, they're connected some way. And I want to know what that connection is. But then we're seeing she's married. Oh, that's gonna be good. Anyway, so obviously episode 4 they focused on her and John, and I'm just a little worried that he is gonna get hurt. I mean, she did warn him. She said, look, you want to love me, you may get hurt. And then he was like, well, don't hurt me on purpose, right? But I feel like she's a flirt. How she's having that guy buy drinks and then she's thinking, what do you think is going to happen? That guy is wanting something. Like, you just think you can keep drinking and nothing happens? Yeah, that's not good. And then when she went diving and had everybody worried about where she was, it's almost like I think she just is not used to thinking of others. She's a little bit selfish in a way, but I'm waiting to see her grow. I feel like there's growth coming because the way the women talk to her, I feel like, okay, I think she's starting to realize like this is just not all about me. Others could be hurt. And I'm looking forward to see how their relationship progress because, yeah, is she married? Remember that one lady from they go diving with said, oh, I think she's married in the mainland, the Shiva. So who is she? Is that the husband? She's texting back and forth. And then she talked about having so many boyfriends. I don't know. I don't trust her, and I'm worried that John's character will get hurt. But what a fantastic show. I feel like it's so well written. The music is beautiful. And I feel like it's a deep show. Like it's like humanity at its best. And I can't wait for them to just really dive into each character because I feel it's gonna be rich with a lot of information as to why, who they are, and what happened to them, right? Oh, I love it. Do you love it? Please let me know down below if you love it as well as I'm loving it. And this is just 4 episodes, so I'm in. It's really fantastic. Like I said, it's an all-star cast, so I believe there's no way they would sign up for a script that's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? So I know this is gonna be 2 thumbs up all the way. It's reminding me a little bit of that show that became a beautiful classic, My Mister. Have you watched My Mister? If you have not watched My Mister, you are not a serious Korean drama fan, right? That and Mr. Sunshine. If you have not watched those two, I'm low-key judging. You have to watch those. They are classics, beautiful. But My Mister, you know how that script was beautiful with all the different characters? This is giving me a little bit of My Mister, right? Right? If you watch My Mister, tell me if you're not feeling like this may end up being one of those classic shows that, you know, is well done. Anyway, as usual, please join me next week as I will review episode 5 and 6. And if you do like my video, give me a like, subscribe. It does help to support my channel. And I'll see you again next week. Deuces.